How's everyone doing today? I'm on sub 223 and I just want to take a brief time to actually share with you guys some real passion in the way of VR. Now, let's do this by talking about Ready Player One. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Have you all seen this movie? I really hope so, because if you have not, you need to stop what you're doing and go see it right now. I don't want to give out any spoilers, but Ready Player One is a movie based upon a character which plays virtual reality um, in a virtual reality game that is set upon a contest. I don't want to say too much more than that for anybody that hasn't seen the movie and spoil anything. But for a lot of people, this movie in particular is what actually got them into virtual reality. Now, I know that it might be um, pretty far from where we might think we're at with certain technology like this, but I want to actually let you know that we're not. We are capable of pretty much achieving all of the feats that you see in this movie. Um, with the obvious price point, I will be the first to tell you, and I won't be the last, that virtual reality is expensive to get into. You are gonna spend a good chunk of change on a decent headset. You are gonna spend a good chunk of change on a good gaming computer, so that way you can connect that headset to. For a lot of people, Ready Player One actually got them into virtual reality. Me in particular, it definitely piqued my interest to the point where I already knew about it, but after watching Ready Player One, I needed to have it. I needed to become part of this immersive community. So, this is Ready Player One, the movie. It's an absolute excellent title. If you have not checked it out, I advise you to go check it out. Now, our conversation's not really done here. See, I wanted to shed some more light on this subject in particular today, for a reason that I've been seeing it get a lot of attention. And while I'm seeing it get the attention, I feel as though I need to try to connect the correct people and try to fill in the gaps of information that may have been missed. Do not think I'm shaming anybody in this video. It's absolutely nothing like that. We are pretty much going to be promoting and trying to really get the most that we can from our VR community. So, with that being said, I'm on sub 223 and welcome to the video. What you're watching right now is short gameplay, sorry, movie interactions from Ready Player One, the actual movie. So now the way this starts off is he's on an omnidirectional treadmill and he's got gloves that track his hand and he's got a headset that tracks his head movements and relays it into the virtual reality world. A lot of people know what virtual reality is. Some people don't though. And for some people, seeing this movie and then not knowing that this technology exists can really, really kind of be a setback, because I feel as though we could have more people helping us develop more and bring more to the community than what we already have. So as you could see by this trailer that I have playing here, this is actually a little bit of the movie. It's not really going to ruin anything for you, but you can see the type of worlds that are interlaid in this game together. You can do pretty much anything. And when I saw this, I knew that if anything like this was out there, I had to become part of it. I had to have it in my life and try it. And when I did, I was blown away. I won't lie, it's the most immersive thing I've ever felt. Um, to actually be standing in a game that you've played 10, 20 years ago, to actually be standing inside of a map is something unexplainable. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and play anymore. I'm going to stop it right there. So there's a couple reasons why I wanted to make this and why I'm giving a cry out to developers. I'm not a game developer. I don't have any developer skills. I wish I did. Um, but as the title says, the Oasis needs you. Virtual Dreamers. Go ahead and check out his YouTube channel if you can. Obviously, YouTube's free, so please go ahead and check out his YouTube channel. It's a great channel. I wanted to share with you guys the fact that he made an entire video. As I said, I'm not shaming anybody. His video has almost 12,000 views, and it's from about 6 days ago. I seen it today, it showed up in my recommended. The problem with this is he did not once mention the fact that there's actually a Ready Player One game. Um, it it already exists. He talks about wishing we had it. It already exists. It's already here. The problem with it is it's highly underdeveloped and unfinished. It's not a polished game, and it doesn't really perform and work as well as it should or could. It got put out in a beta testing state and then never got touched again. Somebody else that probably does quite a bit of content, um, or has done content about this actual game in particular, is Virtual Reality Oasis. You guys can obviously see right over here. Go ahead and check out his channel as well. When this video is over, I will put links to both these channels down in the description. So this is a 10.5 minute video, basically talking about the Oasis and wishing that we had it. We do have it, but as I said, it's unfinished, it's unpolished. It doesn't look good. Um, but it is good. When you actually get in there, when you actually start it up and play it, the textures in the game and the layout of it is actually really, really great. Um, the foundation, the way it's laid out is like you have a few avatars. I want to say maybe 9 avatars. Um, and then the mapping system is like this awesome Rubik's Cube of maps. I'll go ahead and we'll play some gameplay trailer from one of the first times. So this looks familiar, right? Kind of looks like when he was in that van about to put that headset on, correct? This game already closely depicts the movie. I mean, it's got the same posters on the van wall that are in the movie. And you could see as soon as I put the headset on, it actually said Parzival right here. And it brings you into the Oasis. So this game is already out. This game is free. you can go ahead and play this right now. As I said, it's underdeveloped, it's unpolished, but it's amazing. Now the problem with this is the developers basically dropped it, and they're done with it. They left it, and it's sad because it's a great game. I mean, here's a little bit of me starting wave 3. I think I'm in the trench levels. As you could see, this game, I mean, you've got people that explode into coins. They're coming out of portals all over the place. Weapons, you have quite a few different weapons to choose from. I don't want to talk about the game too much, um, besides the fact that it's an awesome game. And yes, there is Rise of the Gunthers, which is a multiplayer online level. Sadly, nobody was playing it when I was playing it, but I play very late at night. That could be a problem. Plus, I don't know exactly how the servers run and if I'm connecting to local or just everybody. Um, but here's the thing. As I said, this game is great. It's awesome. If you guys get a chance to go ahead and play it, I would advise you do that because um, it's really something special. Now, there's a lot of people out there that I said started off just because of this. When I first got my headset and I found out about this game, I had to have it, and I did. I played it, and it's awesome. I really like it. Super cool. Now there's some issues. The issue is it's free. You can go ahead and play it for free. By the way, if I didn't mention that already, it's free. So, Ready Player One, Oasis Beta. You can get this from the Steam store or Steam VR. In the video, it's actually showing a lot more characters than I was able to kind of go through, and it's showing the Rise of the Gunthers, which is the multiplayer level I was just talking about. It seems that the Rise of the Gunthers, there is multiple game modes as well. It seems Rise of the Gunthers doesn't work for some people anymore. We'll get to that in a second. But for some reason, it's not working for certain people. They're not able to actually open it up and join it. Me personally, I played it 2 days ago and I didn't have a problem with it. The only thing is, I didn't even know it was a separate download. I thought it was the same thing. Basically, once you open the map and you picked that game mode, I thought that's what it was. And that's how I've always played it. Apparently, it's actually a separate download from the Steam store. So that's Ready Player One, the Oasis beta. Now, okay. See, this is why I didn't even know that the game actually existed. It was pretty difficult to find last time. Here it is. Okay. This one's free as well. They were released a little over a month apart. One's free to play, one is just free. Um, and as you could see, I have this one in my library, and I don't have this one in my library. But I played it 2 days ago. So moving on to the real topic of discussion. As I showed, that video had 12,000 views. I've done gameplay on this in the last 5 days, and I mean, I'm not crying. It's got like, you know, a fair amount of views, but I almost feel as though people don't realize that it's out there. And so many people get mad that it doesn't work, that there is actually a community building right now to actually build a brand new game. Now, this is why I'm calling out to developers because I don't actually know how to, as I said, I don't know stuff like that to be able to get into. Something like that is definitely something interesting, but I personally just don't really understand. So this says 11 hours ago. I think it was a few days ago, or maybe it's just been updated a few hours ago. Uh, well, as it said, my post was the last post. So the first part of this post was from over a year ago, and it's just been changed as of the beginning of the year. So this person goes on to talk about how the game is kind of a sad ripoff of the movie. Unfortunately, parts of it are, yes, but that's kind of what make it so cool. I mean, just the fact of somebody saw the movie and ran out there and actually took a lot of time to go ahead and develop a game that actually works and functions with some of the same mechanics as the movie is actually really cool. Somebody took a lot of time to make that. Unfortunately, they left it just like that. And these people right here are all talking right now about getting together and building a brand new game. My first thought on that was, well, why don't we try to get a hold of the developers and try to see if they will give us the source code for the game so that way we can have other people finish it because these people are really talking about getting together and finishing this game. I will read the important parts once I find it. Here we go. I wish I was Holiday. If you've seen the movie, you obviously know who that is. Um, but this is going to take some money, backing, talent, etc., to kind of build a brand new game that's really polished with a lot of great mechanics like this. They're talking about building something exactly like the Oasis because we do have the technology. I mean, we have omnidirectional treadmills that we can run on. We have haptic feedback vests, haptic feedback gloves that we can go ahead and actually feel raindrops and feel different things in our environment as we touch them. You can feel a bullet shot. When you get shot, you can actually wear a vest and feel like you've been shot. So, what the crazy thing is, these people want to get together and actually develop a brand new game. So, some of them I advise you. This person actually says uh, to add them on Discord. Uh, as we are going across Discord right now, as we're live. Please, if you are a game developer and you want to help in any way get the Oasis together, please. I mean, we've got email addresses right here. We've got Discord chats right here. Um, more Discords right here. There's people ready to do this, and I feel as though if we can bring the right people together, it it might not be as difficult as it seems. My only other thought about this is with the Oasis in Ready Player One, I believe if that was a reality, the only way that I could understand that something like that would work right now, I use the Oculus Quest, which is a standalone headset. It has games built into it so I can play wirelessly. I know I'm not attached to anything. Pretty much all of the other headsets, including PSVR, which is the PlayStation version of virtual reality, they're all tethered by a cable to either the PlayStation or your gaming computer. With the Oasis in Ready Player One, the headsets are all wireless. Now, I only believe something like this would be possible on a massive scale of game like this, um, which basically is MMORPG, which stands for Massive Multiplayer Online Role-Playing Game. The only way that something like this would actually be possible is not is probably not to develop a game, but actually to develop a headset, one headset that is unfortunately not able to access other things. But if you developed one headset that could run just this game alone, that's pretty much all you would need. You know, it would be like one game with thousands of games within it, um, so to speak. So, we've got more Discords here, and yeah, I bring this up because I obviously a lot of people are stuck at home. I went and watched the movie like 3 times again in the last 2 weeks, and after watching it the third time, I had to play it again. So I went ahead and I jumped back in. And once again, nothing changed. There was no updates. Nothing got better. Um, when you start off, there's 5 levels in the game, 4 of which work perfectly fine. And then when you click Rise of the Gunthers, it doesn't work properly most of the time, but I also don't have the the part downloaded that I need. Um, so that could probably help me out. But usually it didn't start right away all the time. I actually had to close it, reopen it, and basically it would put me in like a voided black screen where I could hear the portal in front of me and I could walk around and find it, and then it would just bring me back to the menu. Um, but besides for that one having problems, the other 4 levels that were there worked perfectly fine. The mechanics in them worked good. Um, as I said, it's not completely polished, but it is playable. Is that the point of this? Not exactly. The point of this is just to try to get all of you guys that are much better at developing than me to go ahead and make this game so I can play it. So unfortunately, until you guys do that, I'm gonna be stuck playing the regular Ready Player One, which I do plan on streaming right after this. And even if you watch this video at whatever time from now, I'll probably still be streaming. So, I do want to thank you guys for watching. I do really hope you guys go ahead and find some of these people in these chats, in these discords, and yeah, here's my comment. Um, I tell them that I have no game design experience, but even though they couldn't get the game to work, I got it to work. So if you can get it to work, I advise you to challenge me on the leaderboard because since nobody's on it, I'm gonna climb to the top right now. Um, as in, I'm in 4th place of legendary runs. But enough about that. You guys should not bother playing the old version. Just go ahead and build me a new one. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate any help you guys get together and build this. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys do in the VR community. I do work with a lot of the live services. That's LIV. Check them out. They have a lot of awesome stuff. There's a lot of great people working down there that actually all their services are free and they all help out in virtual reality. So I advise you to do that as well. I want to thank you guys for watching. I am Unsub223. I am signing off for now. Be sure to check all the links down in the description. Basically, find your way to YouTube. That's got all the juicy info in it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Unsub223. I'm out of here. Go build me a brand new game. Have a great night.